To me, Alabama and Nick Saban, this is a dynasty, what he's created in Tuscaloosa and the Alabama program that makes them the bar in college football.
What's up, everybody? It's that time again to start doing my game previews and score predictions. And you know who I'm going to start out with. I'm going to start out with my Alabama Crimson Tide. We're going up against Utah State this week. I think it'll be an easy game. We know Utah State already got a game under their belt. They had a game this past Saturday against UConn. But I'm going to go ahead and get right on into it. I mean, this will be pretty easy. Now, like I said, Utah State, they played UConn this past season. They got the win by a score of 31-20. Their offense looked pretty good, but again, it was against UConn. The quarterback, Logan Bonner, he threw for 281 yards, had 3 touchdowns, so he can get the ball in the end zone. The running back, Calvin Tyler, he ran for 161 yards, averaged 4.9 yards a carry. He won't average nearly that many against Alabama. You had Robert Briggs, had 10 carries for 85 yards, 8.5 yards a carry, and a touchdown. And he most definitely won't have that many yards per carry against my Alabama Crimson Tide's defense. So they basically was the offense, man. Nobody had over 100 yards receiving. We had Brian Cobbs with the most with 78 yards receiving on 7 catches for average 11.1 yards carry. 11.1 yards per catch. Then we had Kyler Van Leeuwen. He had 54 yards on 3 catches, 18 yards a catch, and then 53 yards for Justin McGriff on 3 receptions for 17.7 yards per catch. But those guys, Kyle Van Leeuwen, 18 yards per catch, and then Jeff McGriff, 17 yards a catch. And then you had Tyler Vaughn with 20.5 yards a catch, but he only had 2 catches for 41 yards. They won't have that many yards. No. They won't have that many yards per catch. I think Alabama defense can shut this team down, man. So we'll see how it go. But UConn, they did look. Utah State, they did look pretty good against UConn. Now their defense did manage to get 2 turnovers, 2 interceptions, but that won't happen against Alabama. We just got too much coming back. Then as far as Alabama, first game may have some first game jitters, but I doubt it because we used to opening it up against Power 5 opponents. This is the first time in 11 years that we haven't opened up with a Power 5 opponent. So going against Utah State will be no biggie. No biggie. We just got too much offensively and defensively. Offensively, you know who coming back. Bryce Young. That's enough said. But then again, we got Jahmyr Gibbs, who I think he'll probably get, maybe he'll score 2 touchdowns in this game, 2 to 3 touchdowns this game. He'll go well over 150 yards. At least that's what I think. If they leave him in the game, he'll go for 150 yards in this game. But if they take him out in the third quarter, I'll say he'll have close to 120 yards. All right. Then we got Jason McClellan and Roydell Williams backing him up, and Trey Sanders. So we're not going to be stopped in this game, man. As far as receiver group, I got Jermaine Burton, Ja'Cory Brooks, and Trayshawn Holden starting. That's just who I think will be starting. It could be somebody different, but I don't think Utah State's cornerbacks can handle neither one of those guys. Defensively, yeah, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. With Will Anderson, Dallas Turner, it's going to be crazy. And I'm waiting to see this package they got with Will Anderson, Dallas Turner, and Chris Braswell on the field at the same time. I want to see what that's looking like. I think our defensive line, we're going to get after these guys, these Utah State Aggies. I think we're going to get after them and have 3 to 4 sacks in the game. That's what I'm looking at. I'm talking not by Will Anderson and Dallas Turner, Chris Braswell. I'm talking about 3 or 4 sacks from this defensive line. Okay, DJ Dale, he going to be in there. Jaheim Otis going to be in there. Jaleel Bird's going to be in there. Byron Young going to be in there. Tim Williams. So I'm not worried. I'm not worried about this defensive line. As far as our secondary, Jordan Ballard, he's just going to do his thing. I think he'll have a pick. Really do. I think Jordan Ballard will have a pick in this game. Then you got Helms, DeMarco Helms, and Brian Branch still manning the safety position. The corners, I'm looking at Kool-Aid McKinstry and Kool-Aid McKinstry and Terrion Arnold. He was getting a lot of praise. So it might be Terrion Arnold or either what's his name? The one that Caleb Ringo caught the touchdown on. Not Caleb Ringo, but the one that A.D. Mitchell caught the touchdown on. I can't remember his name. He's number 6. But anyway, it may be him. But yeah, that corner, I know it'll be Kool-Aid McKinstry for sure. For sure. All right. But like I say, Terrion Arnold, he's been getting a lot of praise from Nick Saban, so it might be him. But yeah, I think there's going to be an easy win, easy win for us. But going back to the offense, this offensive line, that's what I'm really looking at. That's what I'm really looking for. See how they perform in this game. Now I'm looking forward in this game, but I don't think I can really gauge them until we get to Texas Power 5. So that's what I'm really looking at. I think it'll be all right. I think if Nick Saban impressed with it, then we should be all right. But anyway, I got Alabama winning big, winning with no issue. So my score prediction for this game is the first game is kind of hard, but I'm going 56, Alabama 56, Utah State 56-6. That's my score prediction. 56-6. All right. So we'll see how that score prediction work out. Like I say, it's kind of hard because it's the first game for Alabama, but I know they won't have no problem with Utah State. Once again, my score prediction: Alabama 56, Utah State 6. Roll Tide.